What is the most common move in chess? Well, I'm gonna answer this question in 3 levels, because it depends how do you define a move. First, we will start very generally. A move will only have a starting square and an ended square. We don't even care what piece is moving. Then we will add the piece, so for example a queen moving from this square to this square. And finally, those two things plus the move number. So let's say a queen moving from this square to this square on move 3. And if this move happens on move 4, this will be considered as a different move. I analyzed 1 million chess games and I got more than 79 million moves, and here are the results. Let's start with the first definition. The most popular move is g1 to f3, and this is obviously a knight move. The second most popular is g8 to f6, then we have e2 to e4, d2 to d4, and finally e1 to g1, which is probably kingside castles. And now let's add the pieces. Indeed, the most popular move is a knight from g1 to f3, and at this point I need to mention that it doesn't have to be a white knight, it can also be a black knight moving from g1 to f3, although this is less likely, but it can happen in, for example, the endgame, because in my analysis I didn't specify which color the piece has to be, so it can be black or white. So moving on, the second most popular is knight from g8 to f6, then we have pawn from e2 to e4, then pawn from d2 to d4, and finally, yes, is king from e1 to g1, so that's kingside castles. And now let's add the move number. By doing so, the most popular move becomes pawn from e2 to e4 on the first move. As expected, this is the most popular opening. Then we have knight from g1 to f3 on the second move. Then we have the Sicilian defense, so that's pawn from c7 to c5 on the first move, pawn from d2 to d4 on the first move, that's the second most popular opening for white, and finally we have knight from b8 to c6 on the third move. But as you can see, all those moves come from the opening, and to be honest, that wasn't very satisfying for me, because openings are theory, let's be honest. So I thought, let's do the same, but exclude the first 10 moves of a chess game. And here are the results. Using the first definition, now the most popular move after the first 10 moves becomes e8 to g8, so that's probably kingside castles. Then we have g7 to g6, h7 to h6, f7 to f6, and then a8 to c8. And what is interesting is that all those 5 moves happen on the black side. So it seems that after the first 10 moves, black moves are less predictable, and the same holds true if we add the pieces. Indeed, the most popular move is king from e8 to g8, then we have rook from a8 to c8, pawn from h7 to h6, pawn from g7 to g6, and we have our first move on the white side, which is pawn from b2 to b3. But if we add the move number, we get all 5 moves to be castling moves. So that's not very interesting. But in total, this analysis has been interesting, and I hope it was interesting to you as well. Let me know in the comments what other things would you like me to analyze. But anyway, for today, that was it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.